Mute. You mute yourself. Oh, actually, okay. Okay. Do you think anybody's going to come in late? Okay. Only if somebody walks in late once we started, will you go back to that? Okay, cool. Okay. Oh my God. All right, friends. Yoga time. Yoga time. Yoga time. All right. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for making space for each other. Let's see. As far as announcements go, I'm trying to think what I have. So lots of you guys know I'm teaching this new modality. Well, it's not a new modality, but it's a new modality to me. I just got certified in it this past year, and it's called TRE. So tension and trauma releasing exercises is what it stands for. It's not yoga. It's completely different. I'm teaching it. Let's see. So it will be Sunday, this next Sunday. Hi, Chrissy. At noon. So after this class, if you'd like to stay or if you'd like to not come to this class, come to that class instead, try something different. So it's next Sunday at noon. Just kidding, I lied. I'm so confused about my own schedule of TRE. It is next Sunday at noon, but Sune is teaching it. So she teaches every second Sunday. I teach every fourth Sunday. So Sune will be teaching it this Sunday, and then I'm teaching it on Monday night. So Monday night, 6:30 next week. Tomorrow it's being taught, but Sune is teaching it. I know it's so confusing. It confuses me too. And if any of you came last Monday and it didn't happen, I'm very sorry. And the other thing that we have going right now is there's a new class, well, a couple new classes on the schedule. So there's a free intro to yoga class that my teachers in training are teaching every second and fourth Sunday. It's before this class, so 8:30 to 9:30. If you ever want to come or tell your friends to come, it's free. Yeah, and it's been really fun. And then the other thing is they're also teaching a Tuesday night at 8:30 class. It's a $5 yoga class. So just $5 straight up. You don't need to be like, how much should I donate? Just $5. Yeah, it's 8:30. It's Chill Vibes. So I teach Chill Vibes Flow on Thursdays, and they're teaching it on Tuesdays. So if you're interested, come. Okie doke, friends. Shall we? Let's just practice. There's one more person out there. I don't know. Should we try? Should we just... Is that back row spot available? Can we bring it back? See if she wants it. I haven't seen it from them. Is she coming? Okay. Thank you, friends. Okay, so as everybody is kind of getting settled, just take a moment and wiggle your body. So if you want to, you can stretch your arms up. You could take a little twist. You could give yourself a little forehead massage. Sometimes I like to just tap my fingers on my heart space, on my belly, and just feel my physical body a little bit more. So anything to just bring you into your body. And then eventually find stillness. So seated meditation. Close your eyes, or if you really like to keep your eyes open, lower your gaze, soften your gaze, maybe even gaze down at the tip of your nose. And then just a quick question from me to you. So one of my teacher trainers is giving adjustments today, hands-on adjustments. So if you would not like hands-on adjustments, you'd rather not be touched, just give me a raise of your hand in the air. Okay, thank you. All right, friends, so Yeah, hands just now resting in your lap, or if you want, you can bring your hands to your heart center, or even one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And let's just take 3 deep breaths together to kind of drop in a little bit more. So next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. Hold at the top in fullness. See if you can even take an extra little sip. Open your mouth and let it go. Ah. Very nice. Do that 2 more times. So great big huge inhalation. Fill up every little space inside. Let the breath circulate around. See if you can take that extra little sip. Open your mouth and let it go. Ah. Nice job. Do that once more. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Hold. And keep holding, but see if you can soften just a little bit around your held breath. Take that extra sip, maybe even 2. And then big sigh, let it go. Ah, nice job. Seal your lips now and start to drop into your Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. And as you start to tune into your Ujjayi, start to move your torso any way that feels good. So it might be just seated cat-cows. Inhale to pull your heart forward and exhale to kind of round and lean back as you curl in. Or maybe you start to circle your torso all the way around. But start to feel into the flexibility of your spine. Start to feel into the mobility, not just in your upper and your lower back, but also right in the middle of your back. If you're taking full circles at any time, you might change directions, just switch it up. And just notice what feels really good here. What might feel a little bit stiff or a little bit tight, maybe a little bit sore or tender. You can stay right here working in this way for as long as you would like. But eventually we're going to take this onto our hands and our knees. So whenever you are ready, just keep your Ujjayi breath going and come forward to hands and knees. Maybe you want to take some cat-cows. Maybe you want to take some big circles with your hips from your hands and your knees. So like there's a big giant clock underneath you and you're trying to hover your hips over every number on the clock. Yeah, nice, you guys. Sometimes I like to draw figure 8s with my hips. You might come all the way forward towards a cobra, heart opener. You might sit all the way back into a child's pose. You see some of you are stretching your wrists. I love that. You could spin your fingers out to the sides or back towards your knees. And just kind of gently rock side to side, forward and back, around in little tiny circles. I'm just going to open this. Sorry, all good now. No, it's all good. Nice job, friends. And then as you are ready, downward facing dog is our destination. So you can start your own transition back to down dog whenever you feel so inclined. Once you're back in your down dog, same thing. Just keep feeling around. So pedal out your heels. Give your hips a little shift side to side. Maybe give your head a little shake or a little nod. And see if you can feel in your down dog your strong foundation through your hands. So your hands are active. Spread your fingers really wide and grip the ground with your fingertips. So rather than feeling like you're pushing the ground forward, imagine you're gripping the ground, taking energy from it, and moving it up through your arms, moving it up through your side bodies. And then you feel it connect right at your center. So I always say, imagine there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling up, it's tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So if you're using your core, it should be actually really easy to come up to your fingertips. Your hands should feel somewhat light on the ground. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. And then as you exhale, gaze to the top of your space, and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you've arrived, just hang out for a few breaths. So maybe a rag doll, grab opposite elbows, just kind of sway or bounce or bob. Maybe you want to bring your hands behind your head and interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. Give the back of your neck some traction. So try to relax your neck. Rather than gazing forward, let your head be heavy and feel your connection to center. So that invisible rope, it's attached to your belly button. It's pulling straight up towards the sky. So even if you have a huge bend in your knees, you can still get the stretch for your hamstrings by lifting your butt actively. Take one more round in your fold. Next time you inhale, halfway lift, spine parallel to the ground. Get all the rounding out of your back. Exhale, fold, release. Do that one more time. Halfway lift. So crown of your head reaches forward, butt reaches back. Exhale, fold. And then this time, take it all the way to stand. So come through your halfway lift, keep rising, arms overhead as you breathe in. And hands to heart center as you breathe out. Flow with your breath for a moment. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, dive down slowly. I like to bring my hands together at my third eye center when I don't have space to reach them out to the sides. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Get all the rounding out of your back. Feel the length. Good. Exhale, fold. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart. Rise up. Inhale, take your arms up. Maybe gaze up. And exhale, hands to heart. Nice job. Just like that, once more. Inhale, high mountain. Hinge at your hips. See if you can take the entire length of your exhale to dive down slowly. Nice width. As you breathe in, lift halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Nice, Shauna. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Press into your feet. Lead with your heart. Rise. Feel the connection to your center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, this time inhale, arms reach up. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down and squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. See if you can keep your palms suction cupped together, a little bend in your elbows, and then imagine your elbows are magnetized, so try to squeeze them closer. Now, keep all of that and imagine just your fingers are super glued together and you're trying to pull just your fingers apart. See if you can keep all of that and start to reach your hands back away from your body. And then only if you want, add a little baby back bend. So hug in with your inner thighs, press your hips forward, lift your heart, lift your chin. So your head is not collapsing back, you're extending back with strength in the sides of your neck. Take one more in-breath. As you exhale, keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, take it all the way down and fold. If you are still pressing your palms together and that feels like too much at this point, you can let that part go. Let your head be heavy. Let your neck relax. See if you can use your strong core to lift your butt a little higher. See if you can lift your knuckles a little higher. One more in-breath. Nice job. Exhale, hands to low back, then release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. And give them a little shaky shake if you want, or your head, a little shaky shake. Next time you breathe in, spinal extension, realign. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank position. So pause right here for a moment. Check in with your hands. Spread your fingers and actively push the ground away. So you can take little baby rocks forward and back. So like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body or cutting through a loaf of bread. So strong arms, strong belly, even strong legs. See if you can feel your quad muscles turning on. Take one more inhale, little rock forward. You can come to your knees if you want to modify. Exhale, bend your elbows a little bit. So lower just 1 or 2 inches, not too much. Inhale, straighten your arms, push back up. This time, exhale, go a little lower, 2 or 3 inches, strong belly. Inhale, push back up. This time, halfway down. So you're in a chaturanga hold. Hold until you're empty in your breath. Inhale, push up. Yes, good job. Slowly all the way to your belly, one strong straight line. Exhale. Beautiful, you guys. Spider-Man Cobra. So bring your hands out to frame your mat. Hands are on the hardwood floor, up on your fingertips. Inhale, lift your chest. Little tone in your belly to support low back. Exhale, twist to your right and dip your left shoulder down. Good. Inhale back to center, lift your heart, tone your belly, press through pelvis. Exhale, other side, twist. Yes, very nice. Inhale back to center. Take one more each way. Moving at your own pace, slowly. Feel your shoulders, front body, back body, side bodies, nice sala. Eventually, good Nan, an inhale will bring you back to center. You can hold there as long as you like. Downward facing dog, however you'd like to transition. Ujjayi breath, fire it up. See if you can feel and hear your strong, powerful breath supporting you from the inside. So if you can figure out how to use your breath in your practice, I think it's the greatest tool you have. So it's not fighting against you, it is supporting you if you can figure out how to use it. So big, spacious inhales that make you feel really light and buoyant on the inside. And then exhales that connect you to your center. So every exhale, all the way to empty, and feel your connection to your strong core. Lifts you up. Nice poses, everybody. Take one more inhale into your down dog. And as you exhale, nice Eileen, gaze to the top of your space, step or hop forward fold. Once you have arrived, lift halfway, breathe in, stick your butt out. Exhale, bow and fold. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart, rise up. Inhale, arms overhead, big stretch. Hands to heart as you exhale. We'll build our flow now. Inhale, high mountain. Pause right here and grab your left wrist with your right hand. So turn your left palm towards the right side of the room and there's a little bend in your elbows. Shift your hips towards the windows and then pull your upper body towards the opposite wall. So there's more weight in your left foot. If you try to create this pose just from your upper body, your range of motion is super limited. So start in your lower body, hips are reaching towards the windows, and then tug on your left arm. But as you're tugging on your arm, resist. So if you were to let go, your arm would slingshot out. Nice, Chris. Take one more deep breath into your long left side. Inhale, come back to center, switch your grip. So grab your right wrist and then up and over to the other side, like a crescent moon with your body. So more weight in your right foot. And sometimes I even like to reach my left tiptoes out to the left, keep them really light on the ground. Keep your right shoulder back and down so it's plugged into the socket. And as you tug with your left arm, remember you're resisting. So there's what's called muscle energy happening in your body. Very nice. One last round here. Beautiful, you guys. Inhale back to center. And as you exhale, chair plane pose. So bend your knees, swing your arms back behind you. As you stick your butt out, feel a connection to your core. So draw your belly button in and up, and then see if you can keep your heart lifted, your shoulders back and down, your shoulder blades are hugging your spine. It helps me personally if I bend my elbows and then imagine my elbows are magnetized behind my back and try to squeeze them closer. You can stay right here or option to float up to your tiptoes. So lift your heels really high. And then the higher you can get your heels, now you can lower your butt even more, bend your knees even more. Yes, awesome work, you guys. Take one more round wherever you're at. Nice, Ella. Maybe try staying on your tiptoes. Inhale, high mountain. So all the way up, as tall as you can grow. Maybe try staying on your tiptoes as you dive down. So stick your butt out and all the way down. It's an exaggeration of what you want to feel every time. Heels on the ground as you take your halfway lift. Breathe in. Nice, Scott. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Move through your vinyasa however you like this time. So your vinyasa is simply just finding your way back to down dog. High to low push up, back bend of choice. And then lift your hips and take them back. Ujjayi breath. All right. From your down dog, next time you breathe in, take your right leg to the sky. And feel free if you want to open your hip or explore a little bit, feel around. See if you can keep your really strong hands on the ground, rooting down, and your strong core lifting you up. Everybody make your right leg as straight, as strong, as powerful as possible. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, keep your hips really high, knee towards your nose. So round your spine, step through as soft as you can. Nice, Andrea. And then rise up, crescent lunge. Good. So hips are square, all 10 toes face forward. And there's definitely an element of balance in crescent lunge. You're balanced on the ball of your back foot. So to stabilize, hug towards midline. Energetically pull front hip back, back hip forward. You're not just sinking as deep as you can. So your legs are your strong structure. And then your upper body is your expression of this pose. So feel into it. Feel your heart lifting. Whatever you're doing with your gaze, it's intentional. Feel your breath flowing through every little space. Nice job, everybody. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, hinge forward, reach back, just like we did in our chair pose. So airplane lunge, keep your heart lifted. Keep your shoulder blades squeezing towards your spine. See if you can feel your core engaging. Stay connected to your center. And as you're ready, lean forward a little bit more. Float your back foot off the ground. So go for a smiley face shape from the top of your head back to your heel. Nice, Julie. Good, you guys. Keep that lift in your heart. Use your back strength. Lift your heel using your inner thigh strength. Awesome, Megs. Take one last round. See if you can land softly back in crescent. Nice. Nice, Dante. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to the ground. You're going to stay in your lunge, add a twist. So left hand down, right arm up. Good. Strong through your legs. So back leg is just as strong and powerful as your front leg. Even imagine that the power of the pose is coming from your back toes, moving through your back leg, and then connecting right at your center. See if you can breathe down into your belly, and as you exhale, twist just a tiny bit further. Take a couple more breaths. Nice poses, you guys. Bottom of your next exhale, you can let it go. We're not going to do this when we flow breath to movement, but for now, walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat, parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. You're in a wide-legged straddle. And you guys just hang out here for about 5 to 7 rounds. Anything goes, so you do you. You can simply breathe, make this a little more restorative. You can play if you'd like. Get curious. If you're holding the pose, working your fold, try not to rock back into your heels and hyperextend your knees. Keep your weight just slightly forward. Even a little or even a big bend in your knees is better than hyperextension. So think of butt towards the sky, crown towards the ground. You want to feel the front of your thighs, your quad muscles firing. Nice job, everybody. Take your last couple breaths. And then fingertips to the ground if they're not there already. Your hands to the ground, so bend your knees if you need to. Crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward so you're back in a low lunge. From low lunge, standing splits, left leg lifts. So just like a one-legged forward fold. Nice, Andre. Relax your neck. And feel a connection to your center. So an invisible rope, it's attached to your belly button. It's pulling up. So as best you can, see if you can feel your core doing the work in this pose rather than just your leg. If you want an extra challenge, see if you can lift up to your right tip toes. So make it come from your core, not just your legs. So you're lifting from your center. Make your left leg strong. Spread through your left toes. Good job, everybody. Take one more big inhale. Long, strong, powerful. Exhale, forward fold, set your left foot down. You can give your right leg a little shaky shake if it needs it. Bring your big toes together until they touch. Little gap in between your heels, tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. So you choose. You can try to press your heels down. That will work your ankle flexibility. Or you can try to lift your heels up really high. That will work strength and balance. Option 2, wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a big hug, big squeeze. Nice, Kim. Breathe into your back body all the way to empty with your exhale. Next inhalation, halfway lift. So heels down, stick your butt out, lengthen your spine. You can widen your stance if you want. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, take it all the way up. Arms overhead as you breathe in. Now pause here, friends, in your high mountain and just check in. How are you standing? Notice your own imbalances. So for me personally, when I reach my arms up, usually I press my ribs forward and stick my butt out. Some people do the opposite. They tuck their tailbone kind of around their upper back. So see what you can feel in your body. How can you be in more optimal alignment just as you stand, reaching up? Keep your right foot rooting down firmly and lift your left knee up, standing staff. So hug in with your inner thighs, flex your left toes. Good, beautiful, you guys. Slow, deep breaths. Focus your gaze on something in front of you that's not moving. I know it's hard if you're staring at a blank wall. Take one more big inhale here. And as you exhale, figure 4 with chair plane arms. So arms reach back, outer left ankle, top of right thigh. Set your butt back, weight is in your right heel. So this is where we're gonna go when we are flowing breath to movement. But for right now, we're holding, so please feel free to move around. Please feel free to play. If you want to turn it into more of a forward fold variation or a twist or even play with an arm balance, go for it. And if you fall out of the pose 10 times, come back in 10 times, perfect. Meet yourself right there. Remember, this is a practice, not a performance. Keep your left toes flexed and active. Nice, Nan. Keep the weight. If you're sitting back, keep the weight in your heel. Take your last couple of rounds. Nice job, everybody. All right, slowly see if you can come back to standing staff with your left knee lifted. If you need to set your left foot down, that's totally fine. Otherwise, left knee lifted, arms reach up. And if you want more, you can extend your left leg forward, press through your heel. Take one more inhale. Now listen, this is weird. As you exhale, you're gonna bring your left toes behind your right heel like you're standing on a balance beam. So you're standing on a balance beam, left toes behind your right heel. And when you're ready, you're just gonna dive down into a forward fold. So left tiptoes are touching the back of your right heel. Keep your weight mostly in your back foot and walk your hands off the right edge of your mat. You can take a block with you if you'd like. Great place for a block. Pull your left hip back and breathe up your left side. Breathe down your left leg. Good, nice job, friends. Relax your neck. Bottom of your next exhale, bring your hands back to center. See if you can keep your legs on this balance beam. Inhale to a halfway lift position and try pulling your right hip back as well. As you exhale, just plant your hands, feet back. Chaturanga Dandasana, so move through your vinyasa. See you in down dog. You can take your time. Ujjayi breath. Once you're in down dog, reconnect to Ujjayi if you've lost it. All right, from your dog pose, next inhalation, take your left leg to the sky. Feel free to explore a little bit. Open your hip, roll out your ankle, maybe circle out your knee. See if you can keep those strong hands, your strong foundation. See if you can feel your connection to center. Notice as you lifted your left leg up, did you collapse into your outer right hip? And if so, hug in with your right inner thigh. Everybody take one more inhale, make your left leg long, strong, powerful. Keep your hips as high as you can, knee towards your nose. Exhale, round your back, hollow out your belly, and then step forward super softly. Very nice. Rise up, crescent lunge. So all 10 toes face forward, hips are square. And rather than just sinking as deep as you can into your legs, you're hugging towards midline. So your front hip energetically pulls back, back hip energetically pulls forward. Feel your inner thighs squeeze, and automatically your low belly should tone. So it's your transverse abdominis. Your belly button just pulls in and up. It's not like you're squeezing your six pack, but you feel almost like you have a brace around your middle. Take one more big inhale, maybe gaze up. As you exhale, hinge forward, reach back. So airplane lunge. Keep your heart lifted rather than rounding and looking down. See if you can keep your gaze forward, shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. And then as you're ready, just lean forward and float your back foot off the ground. Imagine that smiley face shape from the crown of your head back to your heel. Yes. Use your strong back muscles to lift your heart. Nice, John. Use your strong inner thigh muscles to lift your heel. Last big breath. Nice, Charles. Good, Sue. Slowly see if you can come back. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Hands to the earth. Add your twist. So stay in your lunge. Right hand on the ground, left arm to the sky. Yeah, your right hand can be on a block. You could just lift to your right fingertips. If you want to test, are my legs engaged? Is my core working? You could hover your right hand above the ground and nothing should change. Keep breathing all the way down into your belly. Use your exhales to twist, twist, twist. Nice job, everyone. Last round. Bottom of your exhale, let it go. Walk your hands over to the right long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs, and once again, just take about 5 to 7 breaths. Anywhere you'd like to go here, just hang out or play. Anytime you'd like, open your mouth and just big sigh. Last couple rounds. If you're not already in a place where you can bring your fingertips or your hands to the ground, bring them to the ground. So bend your knees as needed. And then crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Low lunge. From low lunge, standing split. So just like a one-legged forward fold. Left foot roots down, right leg lifts up. Just like you would in a forward fold, try to relax your neck. So don't look forward. Don't crank your neck to look forward. Let your gaze fall somewhere behind you. Maybe you even close your eyes. Feel your core working to help you balance, to lift you out of your leg. If you want, see if you can lift up to your left tiptoes. Try to lift more from your core, not just from your foot and your leg. Imagine that invisible rope pulling up on your belly button. Spread your right toes as you hold them in the air. Wiggle them around, even your little baby pinky toes. See if you can get it to move. Nice, Jana. Take one more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, top of your space. Set your right foot down. You can give your left leg a shake out. Maybe you like to pound, give some love pounds to your thighs or something like that. Bring your big toes together. Little gap in between your heels. Yeah, that's where we're going, Jules. Tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. You can choose, you can stay in your potato bug ball like you did last time, or if you want, you can play with a little bit of balance. You can try a toe stand. So you squeeze your inner thighs, inner knees, inner heels towards midline and try to point your knees straight forward. And then bring your hands to your heart. Thanks, Erica. And once you're in toe stand, if you want to play a little bit more, you could play with opening your knees out to both sides and closing them back up. Yeah, nice job. And just be playful. Last couple breaths. Love it. Nice, you guys. Next time you inhale, halfway lift position. So set your heels down, grow your spine long, widen your stance if you want. Exhale, bow and fold. And then take it all the way up. Inhale, reach up, high mountain. Pause in your high mountain, check in. Notice how you're standing. Is there a way you could find more optimal alignment, more neutral alignment for your body? So think neutral pelvis, neutral spine is what we're going for. Keep your, let's see, left foot rooted and lift your right knee up. So left foot is your base, right knee lifts, flex your right toes back and active. Yes, hug in with your inner thighs. Focus your gaze on something in front of you that's not moving. Slow, deep breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, figure 4 with chair plane arms. So sit back into a one-legged chair, outer right ankle, top of left thigh, and arms reach back like you're in chair plane pose. If you want to, we're holding this one, so feel free to go anywhere you'd like. Explore. Forward fold, twist, arm balance. Keep the flexion through your right toes, your ankle nice and strong. Nice, Maggie. Last couple breaths. Come back into standing staff. Right knee lifted, arms reach up. Flex your toes. If you want, you can even extend your right leg forward. Take one more big inhale. And then as you exhale, right toes behind your left heel. So you're standing on that invisible balance beam. And then dive down when you're ready into your forward fold. Yeah, good. So the tips of your right toes are behind your left heel. You can use a block if you want. Walk your hands off the left edge or over to the left edge of your mat. Try to pull your left hip towards the back wall. Breathe up your left side and down the back of your left leg. Relax your neck. Focus on your back leg. So your weight is primarily in your back foot. If you need to bend your front knee, that's totally fine. Take about 2 more rounds. Nice, Dan. All right, bring your hands back to center. See if you can keep your feet on a balance beam just a little bit longer. Halfway lift, breathe in. Pull your left hip back as well now. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, plank. Any way you want to move through a vinyasa, or you can skip it. See you in down dog. And if you'd like, now would actually be a great time for a child's pose, any other resting pose of your choice. Great time to grab a drink if you need one. So we're gonna move through that entire sequence now, but a little bit faster. So we'll go one breath, one movement, but it doesn't mean we speed through as fast as we can and forget to breathe. It means we breathe really slowly and really intentionally. And we move really slowly and intentionally with our slow, deep breath. So if you feel like I'm cueing too slow for you, see if you can breathe slower and breathe bigger and breathe deeper. And if at any time you just want to take a little break or you just want to do your own thing, you are more than welcome to. So please always take care of your body first. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog. All right, Ujjayi breath. Great big inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, look to the top of your mat, step or float, forward fold. Halfway lift once you've arrived. Nice, Andre. Breathe in. Exhale, bow and fold. All the way up, rise. Inhale, arms overhead, big stretch. Hands so hard as you exhale. All right, here we go. Inhale, high mountain. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale, side body stretch, hips towards the windows. Inhale through center, switch your grip. Other side, up and over, all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale back to center. Little baby back bend here, you guys. Cactus your arms, puff up your heart. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So come up to your tiptoes if you want. Stay on your tiptoes if you'd like. High mountain all the way up. Nice, Jill. Possibly stay on your tiptoes as you take your dive down. So stick your butt out, lead with your heart. Use your core to help you balance. Yes. Halfway lift, heels on the ground now. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. See if you can keep that exhale going as you lower. Inhale, lift your heart, shoulders back and down. Nice, Erica. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right foot forward as soft as possible. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise slowly. Exhale, you choose airplane lunge or full airplane fly. Inhale, come back, land softly if possible, crescent. Exhale, hands down. Add your twist, breathe in, right arm up, open up, gaze up. Exhale, let it go. Listen here, right foot roots down, left leg lifts, standing splits, breathe in. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, so come straight into it. Get small, compact all the way to empty. Inhale, halfway lift, stick your butt out, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, rise. Inhale, reach your arms up, float your left knee up. Exhale, figure four with your chair plane arms and legs. Inhale, back to standing staff. Now listen, friends, we're gonna take a curtsy squat. Swing your left toes all the way off the right edge of your mat, hands to heart, get low in your legs. Pause here for a moment, take little pulses. See if you can pull your right butt cheek back. Draw your left hip forward, squeeze your inner thighs. Yeah, let that heat build in your legs. Breathe into it. Get as low as you can, just hold right there. One last breath. Nice, Nan. As you inhale, high mountain pose, both feet on your mat, both arms to the sky. As you exhale, take it down slowly, traction out your spine. Spinal extension, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. See if you can keep it going as you lower. Inhale, lift your heart. Peel it open. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog. Left leg to the sky, breathe in. Nice, Maggie. Exhale, step your left foot through as soft as possible. This is Chris. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. You choose airplane lunge or fly. Exhale. See if you can land softly, come back to crescent. Inhale, nice, Mikkel. Good job, everyone. Exhale, hands to ground. Right hand stays down, add your twist. Breathe in, open up. Beautiful. Exhale, let it go. Root into left foot, standing splits, right leg high. And straight into your little tiny potato bug ball. Curl in and get small. Get long, halfway lift. So stick your butt out and feel the length in your spine. Realign. Exhale, fold. All the way up, rise. Inhale, arms reach up, right knee floats up, flex your right toes back and active. Exhale, figure four with your chair plane arms. So sit back, reach back. Inhale, standing staff. Re-extend. You can extend your right leg forward if you want more. And then exhale, curtsy squat. And we'll hold here, pulse it out. So see if you can pull your left hip back, right hip forward. So you want your hips working towards square. You want a little tone in your belly to support your low back. So rather than sticking your butt out, see if you can pull your belly button back towards your spine. Feel that length in your low spine. Get as low as you can and hold right there. One last round. Inhale, high mountain pose. Stretch it out. Exhale, take your slow dive all the way down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa however you would like. See you back in downward facing dog. All right, friends, you can give yourself maybe a couple open mouth sighs. We've got one more round just like that. But this time I'm gonna add in a few things. I'm gonna change things up, add a few extra poses. So just like you've been doing, stay present, listen to my cues. Think of them as invitations. So take what works, leave the rest behind. If you're coming with me for our last round, one more big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, look to the top of your mat, however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bow. Take it all the way up, arms overhead, inhale, big stretch. Hands to heart center, exhale. All right, last round, here we go. Inhale, reach up. Grab your left wrist, or if you want to take your own variation, fine with me. Exhale, side body stretch. Upper body goes right, hips go left. Inhale, center. Switch your grip. Other side, up and over, all the way to empty as you exhale. Inhale, back up. Add your little baby back bend. Cactus your arms, puff up your heart. Make it come from mid and upper back, not low back. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, one more chair plane or drinking bird. Float up to tiptoes if you want. Stay on tiptoes if you want. High mountain. Nice, William. Tall as you can grow. And then stay on your tiptoes one last time as you dive down. Big, huge balance challenge. Feel your core. Yes. Heels on the ground, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Try to keep that exhale going as you lower. Inhale, lift your heart, peel it open. And exhale, take your hips up and back, down dog. All right, listen, inhale, right leg to the sky. Stay and hold if you prefer, otherwise right knee, left elbow, get as close as you can. Push the ground away. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Exhale, right knee, right armpit, get as high as you can. Try not to let your butt drop, good job. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Now everybody, knee towards your nose, keep your hips high, step forward softly. Beautiful work, rise up slowly, crescent lunge, inhale. One more time, airplane lunge or fly, exhale. Crescent, soft landing, breathe in, gaze up. Exhale, hands come down. Add your twist, left hand down, right arm up. All right, friends, pause here for a moment in your twist. You might want to block under your left hand. Invitation to turn this into a revolved triangle pose. So see if you can start to straighten your front leg. Stay on the ball of your back foot and just pull your right butt cheek up, 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 and try to press the top of your right thigh back, 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 back. Squeeze your inner thighs and keep twisting from your center. Keep lengthening through your spine. Nice, Shelly. Take one last big breath in your twisted triangle. Good job. Let it go. Come back into a wide-legged straddle. So hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. All right, we're doing something different this time. Come to a halfway lift, hands to hips, rise all the way up to stand. Once you are standing, pivot your heels in and point your toes out. Come down into a wide-legged squat. So if you need to, adjust your legs so that your ankles are straight down from your knees. Try to press everything towards the wall behind you. So your knees, try to press them back. Take one more big inhale and imagine you're doing a standing cow pose. So lift your heart. As you exhale, take a twist towards the back of the room. Right shoulder dips down. Try to keep your knees wide. Try to stay low. One more breath here. Hold. Inhale through center. Heart lift. Stay low. Exhale to the front. Press your knees open as wide as you can. Full round. We'll speed it up just a little bit. Inhale through center. Heart lifts. Exhale, twist to the back. Inhale, center. Exhale to the front. Inhale, center, straighten your legs. Parallel your feet and just find your own way down into your wide-legged fold. No rush. Find your breath. We'll get back into our flow right here. So bring your fingertips to the ground if they're not there already. Crawl your hands to the top of your mat, low lunge. With your next inhale, standing splits, lift your left leg high. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, tuck and curl, get small all the way to empty. Halfway lift, stick your butt out and lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow and fold. All the way up, rise. Inhale, arms reach up, left knee lifts. Now listen, friends, eagle pose. So left knee on top, left elbow on bottom. Wrap your arms together, your left elbow is underneath. If you can't get the wrap of your arms, you can grab the backs of your shoulders instead. Both variations, try to lift your elbows up away from your chest. Squeeze your inner thighs. Sit back, weight in your heels, or heel. And this is eagle pose. So embody the energy of an eagle. What does that feel like? Focused and alert, gazing right through your arms. Lower, squeeze your inner thighs. One last deep breath. As you inhale, everything unwind, standing staff, arms reach up. Maybe you extend your left leg. Curtsy squat one more time. Left toes off the right edge. Get low. Inhale, reach high, high mountain pose. Exhale, slow dive. Traction out your spine all the way down. Beautiful. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Left leg to the sky, breathe in. Hold here if you want, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Try not to let your butt drop. Inhale, back up, three-legged, stretch it out. Left to left, aim for your armpit, don't let your butt sink. Yes, inhale, back up. Nice, Andrea. And then everybody, knee towards your nose. Keep your hips high. Don't let them sink. Step forward. Very good. Rise, crescent lunge. Breathe in. Exhale. One more chance to fly. Airplane lunge or full airplane. Come back, soft landing if possible. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come down. Add your twist. So right hand on the ground, left arm to the sky. If you would rather, you can stay in this twisted lunge. Otherwise, see if you can start to turn it into a revolved triangle. So stay on the ball of your back foot, but try to lift your left butt cheek up, 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 and press it back, 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 back. So see if you can feel the front of your left quad start to fire. Yes. Awesome, Charles. Keep twisting from your center. Keep lengthening through your spine. Squeeze your inner thighs and see if you can twist just a tiny bit further. One more round. Good. Let it go. Hands all the way over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. All right, friends, again. Come to a halfway lift position with your hands at your hips. And then take it all the way up to a stand. So keep standing with your feet parallel. Bring your arms to the sky, interlace your fingers, and steeple index. So get your biceps as close to your ears as you can and your arms as straight as you can. Take one more inhale. Then as you exhale, side body stretch towards the back of the room. So try not to let your chest look down. Don't let your left shoulder come forward. Keep it back and just feel that long line of energy from your left foot all the way up to your left index finger. Squeeze your biceps next to your ears. Imagine you've got a big, huge yoga block in between your inner thighs. You're squeezing it. You're hugging in. Take one more round. Inhale back to center, reach up high. And then other side, reach for the front wall. Keep your feet rooted firmly. Breathe into your right side. Make sure your right shoulder didn't come forward. It's still back and down, plugged in. If your elbows are bending and your arms are getting lazy, see if you can make your arms long, strong, and powerful. Squeeze biceps next to ears. One last deep breath on this side. Inhale, come back to center, arms up. And then as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze your spine. If you can, press your palms, and then imagine your elbows are magnetized. Start to reach your hands back. Try not to lock out or hyperextend your elbows. If you want little baby back bend, lift your heart up, puff up your chest. One more inhale. Keep your clasp, take it down into a forward fold. When it's really packed in here, sometimes I do like a clockwise, a little dive down. So find your way down, and if you can, keep your hands clasped. If you want to let it go, that's totally fine. But without your fingers or your hands on the ground, you have to use your core to hold you and support you. So see if you can feel that invisible rope attached to your belly button, pulling up. Work the pose from there. Squeeze through the fronts of your thighs. Yeah, relax your neck. Nice work, everybody. Couple more breaths. All right, and if you do still have your clasp, bottom of your next exhale, bring your hands to your low back, then release. Fingertips to the ground, friends. Walk your hands to the top of your space, low lunge. Come back into our flow. Inhale, standing splits, right leg lifts. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, top of your mat. Get small and compact. Inhale, nice Chrissy, get long, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise all the way up. Inhale, arms to the sky, right knee floats up. Then eagle pose. So right knee on top, right elbow underneath. Wrap your arms together. Right knee on top, right elbow underneath. Sit back, weight is in your right heel. Inner thighs squeeze together. And if you can't get that second wrap of your toes around your calf, no biggie. Just keep your toes active. Yes, good. So sit back and then lengthen your spine, tone your belly. See if you can lift your elbows up away from your heart space. And just like you are an eagle, embody that energy, breathe it through every little space inside. Last couple of rounds. Nice, Kim. All right, inhale, unwind, standing staff, arms to the sky. You can extend your right leg if you want. And then as you exhale, just one more curtsy squat, right toes off the left edge, get low. Inhale, reach high, stretch, arms up. And exhale, hinge at your hips slowly, take it all the way down and fold. Inhale, spinal extension, lengthen. Stay with me. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. From your plank pose, one arm at a time, come down to your forearms, forearm plank. See if you can make a number 11 on the ground with your forearms. Spread your fingers, and especially try to press through thumbs and index. If you want to modify, you can make a tripod with your hands instead. So feel your strong shoulders, feel your strong core. Start to walk your toes towards your elbows, come into dolphin pose. So lift through your center, that invisible rope attached to your belly button. It's pulling up. See if you can press your heart back as you lift your hips higher. Do not let your elbows drift apart, and try not to let your head touch the ground. You can stay where you're at, or you're more than welcome to play. So feel free to lift one leg and then the other leg, Maybe you even want to hop towards forearm stand. Good job. Take your last couple breaths. Stay right there, yeah. Nice, everybody. Bottom of your next exhale. Let it all go. So just bring your knees down, sit back, child, embryo, puppy, even heroes. You can just sit back in kneeling position if you like. Let everything relax and soften and just feel, just breathe. Just be in your body. All right, rise up to a tabletop position, hands and knees. From your hands and your knees, we're moving into a modified side plank on our right side. So you pivot on your right knee, your right foot will come out like a little kickstand, and then left arm up. So other way. So opening up towards the windows, open through the front of your hips, open through the front of your heart. So rather than sticking your butt out, try to squeeze through your outer right glute and press your hips forward. Maybe your left arm reaches towards the front wall and feel the length in your left side. Very nice. And then only if you want, you can move into the bind, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Once you've got it, gentle leverage to work your pose. So try not to kick your foot up. I know it's easier. Kick your foot straight back. See if you can press your hips forward a little bit more. Let your heart look up. Spread your toes as you hold your foot in your hand. Nice, Eileen. Take one last deep breath. Slow, spacious. And then let it go. Come back to hands and knees, tabletop. From tabletop, we'll move into a thread the needle. If you have space, invitation to gate your right leg out to the right if you want to. So right foot extends straight out, toes face forward, sole of your foot presses into the ground as best you can. Left arm out to the left, and then all the way up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, thread your left arm underneath. Reach, 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 and then come down to rest on the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. You can use your right hand however you want. You can push into the ground. You could wrap your right arm behind your back. If you don't like having your your right leg extended, you can just set your right knee down anytime. So your pose, breathe into it. Breathe into your back body all the way to empty with your exhales. See if you can feel back of your heart space expand with your inhalations. And then find your center with every exhalation. Last couple breaths. If you do happen to have your right hand lifted, bring your right hand back down. And then next time you inhale, unthread your left arm, reach it out and all the way back up once more. Beautiful. Exhale, left hand down. Pick up your right leg. So whether or not you had it extended, take your right leg straight back and then take your right toes off the left edge of your mat. Push them into the ground. Kind of lean your hips to the right and then gaze back over your left shoulder. Bless you. Lengthen through your right side. So I like to kind of bend my elbows. I like to kind of round my spine a little bit and peekaboo under my left armpit. So you can feel into it. See what you can find. It should feel relatively good. Take one last deep breath here. And then back to tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. This class is the worst. My God. Ujjayi breath. All right, from your down dog, inhale right leg to the sky. Peel your hip open. So bend your right knee and stack your right hip on top of left. See if you can feel your outer right butt cheek, your medial glute squeezing to open your hip. Stay here if you want, or option to flip your dog. So just be aware of the space around you. Nice and easy. Right foot comes down behind. Nice, Nan. Reach forward, lift through your heart, and breathe all the way down into your belly. Beautiful. If you are in the back bend, one last inhale. Everybody three-legged dog. So come back, right leg high. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, step your right foot to the top of your space. Slow lunge. From your low lunge, bring your hands inside your right foot. Walk your right foot out to the width of your yoga mat. Or you might even take your right foot onto the hardwood floor. So nice and wide. And then here are your options, or you can do a little bit of both. So option one is hips stay lifted and heart works its way down. Option two is back knee comes down, hips melt down, and heart lifts up. So like you're trying to do a cobra with your heart. If you're taking this variation, it's really tempting to put all your weight in your arms. Try to encourage your weight back into your legs. Yes, good. If you want to do a little bit of both those variations, or if there's any other variation that is calling to you that you want to take, feel free. Nice, Ken. Take about 4 or 5 more deep breaths and just allow yourself to sit in sensation. Breathe into it, soften around it. Ah. Nice, Jill. Good job. Out your mouth at any time. Last couple breaths. Nice job, friends. All right, from wherever you are at, bring your hands to the ground under your shoulders. Lift your back knee up and just work your right foot to the back of your mat so you'll be in a plank position. Inhale at the top of your push-up, push the ground away, and then slow motion, one strong straight line all the way to your belly. Staying low, baby cobra. So lift using just the strength in your back, not the strength in your arms. Yes. All right. See if you can press down through your toenails. So try to spread your toes, press through your toenails. Try to press through your shoelaces, press through your pelvis. And don't lift your legs, lift your hands. Reach your hands back. Keep pressing through your shoelaces and your pelvis. So see if you can use your back strength. Invitation to bend your elbows and imagine they're magnetized behind you. Try to squeeze them closer. See if you can feel your mid-back muscles fire and lift even higher. Lift, lift, lift. Take one more big inhale all the way down into your belly. Mid-back muscles and let it go. Good job. You can take a moment. Maybe rock your hips a little side to side or even windshield wiper your shins. We're just gonna meet up in a tabletop position. So however you wanna find your way there in about 3, 4, 5 breaths. You can lay on your belly a little longer. You might child's pose it out. Just recommit, reconnect to Ujjayi if you've lost it a little bit longer. All right, from tabletop position, modified side plank. So left hand is your base, pivot on your left knee. So the left foot comes out behind you like a little kickstand. It's very important. It will help you balance a lot. Right arm to the sky. Good. So temptation is to just stick your butt out behind you. Try to squeeze through your outer left glute and press your hips forward. Option to reach your right arm towards the front wall and feel into that length, your long right side. Final option, only if you want, bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your right foot. Keep your foot active, keep your toes spreading. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Try to press your hips forward and let your heart look up. Yes. Open through your right shoulder. Take one last round, your personal fullest expression. Nice, Scotty. And then let it go, tabletop. Moving into thread the needle, either knees, hips width distance apart, or if you want and you have space, you can get your left leg out to the left. So toes face directly forward, sole of your foot presses into the ground. Right arm out to the right and then all the way up as you inhale. Exhale to thread your right arm through. Reach, reach, reach. And gently rest down on the outside of your shoulder and your head. If you don't like having your left leg extended, you can set your left knee down at any time. Big, deep breaths into your back body, especially. All the way to empty with your exhales. Let's take about 2 more rounds. If you do happen to have your left hand lifted, bring it back to the ground. Next time you inhale, unthread your right arm. Reach it out and all the way up. Exhale, right hand down. And then pick up your left foot, whether or not you had it extended. Left leg reaches back, left toes off the right edge of your mat. Kind of push your feet into the ground and then lean your hips to the left, gaze back over your right shoulder. And feel into it. Sometimes I even like to use my right heel to kind of give my left quad a massage, like I'm using a lacrosse ball with my heel. So you can get creative. It doesn't even have to be yoga. Just feel. Breathe. One more round. And then back to center, tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. You're doing great. You're almost there, friends. Ujjayi breath just a little bit longer. Inhale your left leg to the sky. And peel your left hip open. So bend your knee. And feel it stacked left on top of right. Great place to stay. This is a really good stretch, or you are more than welcome to flip your dog if you want to. So left foot comes down nice and easy. Reach your left arm forward, heart forward, nice M. Breathe all the way down into your belly and feel the strength in your back body. One more in-breath. Nice Ella, exhale, three-legged down dog. Extend your left leg high, everybody. Breathe in, lengthen. Then step your left foot all the way up top of your space, low lunge. From low lunge, hands to the inside of left foot. Walk your left foot out nice and wide. So all the way out to the width of your mat, maybe even onto the hardwood floor. And then you know your options. Heart melts, hips lift, or hips melt, heart lifts. And if you have a really short lunge stance, it's going to be hard to go anywhere. So if it feels like you have no space to work into, walk your front foot further forward or your back foot further back. You want your front knee on top of or behind your ankle. So if your knee comes forward of your ankle, it's not inherently bad or anything, but it's just now the mobility is in your knee and your ankle rather than your hip. Try to get your left knee to track open towards your pinky toe. And if it helps, you can even pivot your toes a little bit out to the left. Take about 3 more deep breaths. Out your mouth at any time. Ha. All right, end of your next exhale. Come back up to your hands. Plant them firmly under your shoulders. Lift your back knee if it's down and work your left foot to the back of your mat so you're in a plank position. Top of your push-up. Inhale, push the ground away. Slow motion all the way to your belly. One strong straight line. Just like we did before, start in a low cobra, baby cobra. So using your back strength to lift. Not your arms, not your legs. And then try not to lift your legs just yet. Float your hands up, reach your hands back. Yes, good. Now, go ahead and lift your legs, but try not to widen them. So hug in towards midline. Yes, imagine you're trying to rotate your inner thighs up towards the ceiling. If you would like, options, interlace your fingers or full floor bow. Bend your knees, grab hold of your feet or your ankles, gentle leverage. So kick feet into hands, pull hands back into feet. Everybody hug in with your inner thighs to stay out of your low back. Keep your toes active, try to spread them. Yes, beautiful. Back of your neck is long. Take one last big inhale. Lift, 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 lift. And let it go. Ah. Take a moment. You can shimmy your hips. You can windshield wiper your shins. However you want to get there in your next few rounds. Downward facing dog. Someone's just gorilla man back there. All right, from your down dog, right leg to the sky, inhale. Pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space. Bring your body down gently. Oh, sorry. If you want, please feel free to take this on your back or in a seat. So another variation is perfectly fine. Try to find the stability and the structure first. So get your right knee wide, nice and wide, so you're getting the external rotation in your hip. But then rather than plopping down, especially if you're really flexible, try to lift up. So your butt, rather than just plopping on the ground, you're pulling it up and back, like there's a rope attached to your right butt cheek, pulling up and back as your heart goes forward and down. So especially for you really, really flexy people, rather than just sitting in your joints, exploiting your hypermobility, you want to plug everything in, get your joints nice and stable, and then you're stretching, softening around it. Nice, Sala. Just big, deep breaths. Good job, Sala. So to work yours, instead of sinking like you're doing great, but just keep your knee wide and get your shin parallel to the front of your mat, and then just keep lifting. That makes sense? Yeah. Yeah, perfect. That's it. You can even play with tucking that and pushing with your back toes to kind of really, yeah, because you're already so flexible. So yours is like stability. You're working. Mm-hmm. Good job, everybody. Take about 3, 4, 5 more breaths in your pigeon. Ah. We're going to meet back in down dog. So I'll just leave it up to you in your next couple rounds. However you want to get back to your down dog, to start a slow, mindful transition. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. You can move through a vinyasa if you want. Take some cat-cows. If you're on your back and you just want to wait for us there, you can take some neutralizing movements in between sides. Eventually, friends, just walk it out in your down dog. From your dog pose, inhale, left leg to the sky. And exhale, pigeon pose, left shin forward. So nice and wide with your left knee. So you want your left knee as close to the outer left edge of your mat as you can get it. So you're getting a nice external rotation in your hip. Your shin does not have to be parallel with the front of your mat. If you have really open hips, then that's where you're headed, shin parallel with the front edge of your mat. Pull your left butt cheek back and up as your heart bows forward. Nice, Meg. Good. Really good awareness. Nice job, you guys. Nice, William. Big deep breaths. About 3, 4, 5 more on this side. I'm just gonna leave it up to you ultimately. Thanks, Chrissy. So when you feel pretty even with your pigeon on both sides, you start one last transition back to one last down dog. However you'd like to get there. You can move through one last vinyasa as well if you want to. Then just walk it out in your down dog one last time. Feel into all that space, all that length that you've created. Yeah, breathe into it. Take one last big inhale into your down dog. And everybody, however you'd like to get there, start to transition onto your back. You can face whichever direction you'd like. Once you're on your back, just draw your knees towards your belly and gently rock it out. Give your low back a nice little massage. Supine spinal twist of your choice. You can let your knees go either direction first. Just be aware of the space around you. Gaze is up or over your opposite shoulder. Your next couple breaths, just slowly switch to the other side. So as you come through center, take a moment to neutralize. Take a little rock, give your knees a little squeeze or anything else. Another way. You feel pretty even on both sides, no rush. Come back to center. And take any inversion you would like for about 5 to 10 breaths. So anything that will put your hips and or your legs higher than your heart. It can be something restorative. You can use a block. Be something more challenging. Be a couple different variations. And then after somewhere around 5 to 10 breaths in your inversion, ease your way out in any finishing poses, counter poses, anything else your body is wanting or needing. Now is your time. Finish off your practice. I personally love me a happy baby at the end of practice. It's a good way to neutralize the spine. Maybe you want to take just a big full body stretch. Maybe you just want to hug your knees in one last time. Little tiny potato bug ball on the ground on your back. So slowly just start transitioning into your final relaxation, final resting pose. That can be the traditional corpse pose or any other position that you feel like you can relax in. So at this point, friends, you can let go of any efforting behind your breath, any control or manipulation. Just let your autonomic nervous system take over. Let your body breathe you. As you settle in, I will read to you. This is an excerpt from Jeff Brown, Jeff Brown's book called Soul Shaping. It has to end, you know, the self-hatred, the collective shaming, the disdain for the other, the emotional armor, the buried pain, the displaced humans, the misplaced kindness, the repressed trauma, the fake positivity, the meaningless materialism, the forgotten heart. It has to begin, you know, the self-love, the collective healing, the love for other, the emotional release, the liberated pain, the welcomed humans, the perpetual kindness, the honored story, the authentic feeling, the meaningful purpose, the open heart. It's time. These last few moments, friends, just be in your body. Just feel into all the energy inside of you, all the space inside of you. Let whatever's flowing through, just be held by your loving awareness. So nothing to change or fix or control. Just witness and allow. Shavasana.
Take a deep breath in and let it go. And start to slowly wiggle through fingers and toes. And start to bring gentle movement back into your body. And I like to rub my hands together really fast and then place them on top of my eyelids. And then eventually roll to either side. And just take one last moment in fetal position, curling into yourself. And if you want to, as you rest on your side, just use your imagination and visualize. One last moment, visualize your practice and any energy, anything that came through for you, anything you want to take with you. Just see it in some way, soaking into your body, integrating into your being. And using your arms, find your way up to seated meditation. So right back where we started. As you sit up nice and tall, gather your hands to your heart. Either prayer hands or one palm stacked on top of the other. And we'll seal and close our practice together with one big collective Om. So Om is symbolically the vibration of the universe, the sound that was here before anything else, and the sound that one day everything will return to. So it's technically three sounds. It's A, O, M. So try to not worry so much about how your voice sounds when it comes out, but just focus more on how it feels to move your own vibration through your body and let it express out your mouth. So start by exhaling, empty out, clear your throat if you need. Breathe in your voice all the way down from your gut. And open your mouth big and wide. Thank you so much for being here, for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. Yes. Great, friends. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, yeah. I'm just kidding. Yeah. That was a joke. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
I know I didn't explain things very well at the beginning, so if any of that stuff didn't make sense, feel free to ask me about it if you want to try something different. Lots of stuff going on. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. My teacher training people, I'll see you at my house at 1. Hi, Meg. She's at home. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Nicole. Love you.